What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Planet Coaster. Today we complete officially the Ferris wheel, and we actually build a little kiddie coaster. Um, the completion of the Ferris wheel includes the addition of the Zia symbol, a symbol that is very important. It's a very important piece of the culture. It's obviously part of the New Mexican flag. It is a very important symbol to the Native American people there, and also just the people who live in the state. And because I'm using it, I thought I would do a little bit of my own research and educate you guys a little bit on what the symbol means itself, and a little bit of the history of it. As I'm using it, I just felt it would be appropriate to give it justice, to at least explain some of the history of the symbol. So the Zia sun symbol originates from the Native Americans of Zia Pueblo. The design of the Zia reflects the tribal philosophy, which teaches the basic harmony of all things in the universe. For the Zia, their sacred number is 4, which is a figure and a number that can be seen represented in several ways within this sun symbol. Every part of the symbol holds its own meaning, from the center to each of the 4 points which radiate around the center circle. So the center itself is considered as the sun. It's that the center, that circle, is the sun. To the north of that, to the top of the ring, those little 4 points represent spring, summer, autumn, and winter. The points to the right represent infancy, youth, adulthood, and old age. The points to the bottom represent the directions north, east, south, and west. And the points to the left are dawn, daylight, dusk, and dark. It's a very, obviously I'm not an expert on the subject, nor am I a member of the Zia tribe, but based on my limited research, that's, what I could find out, and that's the information that I could give. And so, given its importance and its cultural impact, I felt like it was good, it was right to include it in the park in some way, and I feel like putting it on the Ferris wheel, as many symbols are in parks, would be a good way to do that, just to kind of symbolize its importance to not only the park but to the state as a whole and its history. So that's why I included it. I thought it was a very, I also just like the symbol in general. I think it's very, I really like the way the symbol looks, and yeah, I'm very happy with how it turned out. So yeah, other than that, the Ferris wheel is pretty much done. You'll see me here getting ready to sort of cover up this little eating area that we made in the last episode with some fences, just because I just felt like it needed to be done, because it's, just having it open, I just didn't feel like it looked right, and I feel like it adds a lot more to the atmosphere of the park to sort of have it be fenced off and, separate from the rest of the park. So that's just what I'm kind of doing here, and it also, I think, is going to end up with a nice view, giving a nice view of the roller coaster. You can have someone eating and watching kids go up on the little dragon roller coaster that we make, which was a struggle in and of itself. Oddly enough, it was oddly difficult to do the roller coaster the way I wanted to do it. I just couldn't really get it to work. There is a way that I'm sure I could do it, but at this point it's a little bit late to even try. So I don't know if I'm going to. I don't know if I'll change it in the future, but I'm sure when I build the coaster station, a lot of you guys are probably going to kind of know what I'm talking about. The ride is a very popular ride on in carnivals. I'm sure you've probably ridden on it. It's a dragon coaster. It is shaped like an oval. It goes really fast up around one turn, and then it has a little bit of a hill, and then it goes around another turn, and you do a few rotations with it. That's what I was trying to do, but I couldn't really get it to work, so I ended up just doing something a little bit more unique. It just has a little hill with a drop and a little turn and then another drop, and that just was the way that it ended up working out for me. And yeah, I mean, this is another thing that just had to get done because I didn't get it done in the last episode, and I do feel kind of bad about it. Just finishing up the railings on the path to the Ferris wheel. I feel like I should have included it in the last episode, and definitely probably could have, but it is what it is. I just felt like the last episode was kind of dragging on a little bit long as it was, so that's why I decided to split them in two. But either way, I'm really happy with how not only the logo turned out, but I'm really happy with the way this little queue area turned out as well. I end up using this little trick with the boards to kind of cover up that path a little bit and make it look like it's being held up, by something that's not just, the regular Planet Coaster pathing, which can be a little bit ugly. So, that's something that, I saw, and it's a trick that I use trying to get away with, making it look a little bit nicer than, just that plain little block that the Ferris wheel sits on. And yeah, I think I do a pretty good job of doing that and really kind of making it be its own thing. I want to know, have you guys been reading? Do you have any books that you've been reading lately? I know that I am currently reading the last book of the Arc of a Scythe series by Neil Shusterman. I really liked Thunderhead. Scythe was obviously really good, and so far, even The Toll, the last book in the series, is absolutely incredible. I'm finding it hard to pull myself away from reading it, and it is absolutely insane. I want to know if you guys have any books that you're reading right now, and tell me what's going on in the books, and is it a series that you're reading, or is it a standalone? I'm definitely keen for some options. As I mentioned, almost done with the Arc of a Scythe book, so I'm definitely looking for recommendations for another book series to read. I do have other books that I'm ready to read, such as right now I'm also reading the first of the Trials of Apollo books, which I think is really fun, and I like that, the Rick Riordan's books as a whole. I think he's one of my favorite authors. He's actually the one that got me into reading Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief and the entire what was that series? I don't remember what it's called now, but that entire series was just really got me into reading, and also got me a little bit into Greek mythology as well. And then the Heroes of Olympus series that I just finished is also really good. Still, definitely I think holds up, and I definitely wasn't expecting the ending that we got to that series, so I'm really interested to see what kind of books you guys are reading, and if we have the same taste in books, and if we've like reading the same kinds of books. And have you guys read the Percy Jackson series? Have you read any of Rick Riordan's books, and have you read Scythe? I'm very curious to know what you guys have read, and if you've read anything at all, actually. So just let me know down in the comments. I'll be monitoring. I'll respond to you if I'll try to respond to your comments. I'll try to reply to your comments. I do like to talk to you guys, if you have anything to. Yeah, I think that's all. Enjoy the rest of me building this coaster, and I will see you in the next episode. Peace.